Hi, YouTube. I want to talk about how every business runs into the problem of how to get their business noticed. My husband and I, we've run into the same problem when we were starting our businesses. And so I just wanted to briefly talk about 10 ways that I know how to get a business noticed. Um, so let me tell my backstory. My husband and I are both entrepreneurs. Starting back in 2015, we started a general contracting company. And at the time, actually in 2012 is when we started it. In 2015 is when I went full time into it after separating Terry. And starting out, it was the problem of how to get the business noticed. So we had to do different things. And I understand the struggle that businesses go through when they're trying to get their businesses noticed. And so I just wanted to talk about that today. 10 ways that have worked for us, 10 ways that have worked for other people, and 10 ways that you can apply today to get your business noticed. So starting with number one, I have joined groups. Number two, become a vendor. Number three, social media, create a website and deliver helpful content. Number five, marketing your lifestyle. Number six, represent wherever you go. Number seven, tell your circle. Number eight, ask for referrals. Number nine, place promo items. And number 10, network. So now I want to explain more of what each one of those means, just in case you aren't familiar with that. Number one, join groups. So there are lots of different groups that you can join where your target audience might be. There are places like if you go on meetup.com, you can find groups for homeschool moms, groups for business owners, groups for hikers, groups for people who like to dance. And there are so many different types of groups, and you can just sit down and brainstorm about who is your target audience, who is that person that you're trying to get in contact with, and who is the person who has the problem that you solve. And if you think about when they would be most desperately in need for your service, it might be when they attend these groups, because a lot of times they go to these groups either to feel like they have a peer or to have somebody that they have something in common with, or to solve a problem. So if you were there to attend at a group, then you could be there when they need that most. Some example of how I've done that is as a marketing consultant. I know that my target audience is entrepreneurs. And so I know they go to places where they learn more about entrepreneurship. They go to places where if they were having trouble, they might go to get consulting. They might go for accounting services. They might go to get their help with their taxes and different things. And if they're struggling, they might even go to the library and get books, or they might go to a bookstore and get books. So there are several places that just by brainstorming about my target audience, I can think about maybe I should go to the business section at the bookstore, or maybe I should go to a local event where entrepreneurs go. And so for your business, it will be the same process of how you would sit down and think about your how you would solve a problem, or how you would. So let me give another example. I was speaking to a young lady today, and she has a background in finance. And so she was trying to figure out, how would I get my business noticed as a finance business? And so we were going back and forth talking, coming up with different ideas. She was explaining to me who her target audience is. And so we decided that her target audience, if she was her target audience really needs her when they're going through different life transitions. And so we talked about life transitions like possibly divorce, possibly marriage, possibly having a baby, retiring, thinking about retiring, getting a new job transitions, getting into investing. And these were all possible times when they would want her services. So we went further, and if these are times when people would need her services, then where could she find people who are retiring? Where could she find people who are having a baby? Where could she find people who are? And so when you start to think like that, you might not think traditional in the box. You start to think about, well, maybe I should talk to pediatricians. Maybe that would be a complementary service provider that would be able to help find, the target audience, or maybe they might run into my target audience and I can give them money for referring people to my business. So that's just one way. Joining groups and being a part of groups. And when I mentioned the finance lady that I was speaking to today, if you really listen to the whole conversation that I just portrayed to you, and she found that maybe pediatricians could be a target audience because they deal with a lot of people who are in transition, and she services people in transition. So then she might want to go to a group where pediatricians go, and she might join an association, and they would be a complementary service that she could have a B2B connection with, and that could grow her business. So you want to think really outside of the box. You want to think about all of the possible places where your target audience would go when they're in dire need of your services. How can you be of greatest service? How can you be where they need you? And so that's number one, join groups. Number two, become a vendor. So there are, again, is kind of coupled with joining groups. But when you become a vendor, there are different events, different organizations, nonprofits, and things like that in your area. There's also schools and big businesses and small businesses and associations and so many different organizations in every area. And so you just want to look around for organizations where your target audience might go, and you can become a vendor or a sponsor of an event. So a lot of organizations will have where they'll have like a breakfast or a annual event or a monthly event, or churches have events. And so when these events come up, they need people to help fund the event. And a lot of times they'll ask for sponsors, and sometimes they don't, and you can just suggest, is it possible to be a sponsor? When they have these sponsorship positions, then they usually have a way that the people who sponsor the event will get some time to either speak about their business, or they'll have an area where they will present a flag or something that shows your business. So mind you, the goal in getting your business noticed is to build a reputation for your business, to build a perception for your business, like before people and behind people. You don't just want people to see the bullet points of your business. You want people to understand the story, the aura, the culture of your business. So when you sponsor different events, it could be something like breast cancer awareness. This is October. You sponsor breast cancer awareness. It may not be directly relevant to what you're doing, but by you sponsoring that, people can see that not only do you offer service, but you feel value, you feel strong about a cause. And if your target audience is involved in the event or present at the event, and they see that you also feel strong about this cause, it's a way of directing business. It's a way of growing visibility for your business. It's just another option for getting your business noticed. So number one was join groups. Number two is become a vendor or sponsor. Number three is social media. So with social media, it can be a big time waster or it can be a big return on investment, depending on how you use it. Social media right now has a lot of hype. So some people, me included, have gone the depths of spending majority of their time on social media and not really balancing it out with these other 10 areas, the other 9 areas that I'm describing. So you want to be careful with balancing out your time, making sure that you're using social media to build relationships, make contacts, find prospects. And you have to be very conscientious about that. It's not just going to be about posting and putting content on there if you are actively using social media as a marketing tool. You want to make sure that you're using social media as a magnet for bringing people to your business, and you're using it as an engine for lead generation. So with that, the content that you put out, you want it to generate curiosity. You want it to serve as cheese, and then the customer is the mouse. You want it to be appetizing to the point where they get a little taste of what your business is about, and they want more information. So that's how you use social media. If you decide to PM people or private message people or go further to build relationships with social media, you just want to be very, very, very careful, because it can turn into some place where you waste a lot of time. And so you have to be very focused when you get on there. So that's number 3. Number 1, join groups. Number 2, become a vendor or sponsor. Number 3, social media. Number 4, create a website and deliver helpful content. So I'll leave a link at the bottom of this video where you'll be able to get 2 free websites and training on internet marketing to rank in the search engines. Because if you just create a website, there's a lot of ads and videos out there that make it seem like you can just create a website and throw up some content and then you'll start to have visibility and people coming to see you. It does not work like that. So the internet is based off of keywords, and it's based off of people who get online and they are searching for a certain solution. Most people, when they get online, they're using a search engine, whether that be Bing, whether that be Yahoo, whether that be Google. And they use the search engine and they type in how to ... Why do you ... Where do you ... And so they get online and they're searching for these things. So the search engines are the main driver of traffic online. The second main driver is social media. So in that case, someone would be maybe on their phone or on their computer, and they would be using Facebook, and then suddenly they might see either a paid ad or they might see something that one of their friends shared, and it might be in reference to a business. So these 2 things you want to keep in mind. What is the perspective of the person when they are seeing your content? So if they're just getting online and they're using the main driver of online traffic, which is it's a search engine. If they get on there, you're using your website to drive traffic, then you want to be mindful that the people who are coming from the search engines, they are typing something specific in. I've seen this happen so many times where I have clients who they aren't thinking about the perspective of the end user. So they might be thinking from their own perspective and thinking, oh, this is a catchy title. I know a lot of people who have this problem. And so they just start to get on their website and they write what they think would intrigue their audience. They write what they think would be catchy. they write from their own creativity. They think that this is a great post idea, or this is a topic that I wish I had heard. But this end user may not type specifically how they were. So let me give you an example. Like, let's say I am writing about marketing. Let's say I am writing about marketing, and I decide I want to write a story about how I failed at marketing something. And so I decide to write epic fail. That's the post title. So the problem with that is, if I was to write my blog post title, epic fail, there is a lot of other people that could be competing with that same post title, the same keywords. There's a lot of other people who get on their phones and they might be looking for the content that I wrote inside of that post, but when they get on their phones and they're looking for that content, they wouldn't type in epic fail. They might type in how to avoid failures in marketing, or how to get noticed better in marketing. But they won't necessarily type in epic fail and expect to get my article. And so that's the problem, that a lot of people are not thinking about the end user when they're using the internet. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that you follow the link below and you look at the training that I'm recommending. You get 2 free websites, you get free internet marketing training, and they will teach you at Wealthy Affiliate, they'll teach you how to start a website, how to grow a website, how to monetize the website, how to drive traffic to the website, how to use the search engines for your favor in your business, how to use social media. It's just so much information there that you definitely want to go and take a look at it. It's absolutely free. They have a lifetime free membership. And then if you decide that the content is that good and you really want to try it, you can upgrade to premium. And I am there and available to help you along the way in your training. I help people all the time there. So if you have any questions and you come through the link that I leave below, your questions will come directly to me and I'll be able to help you with whatever you need. So create a website and deliver helpful content. Those things will be gone over inside of the training. You'll learn how to do keyword research, how to find out what people are looking for when they're using the search engines. And you'll find out all of that information so that you can really grow your reach and get noticed online. Okay, and so we've talked about joining groups, becoming a vendor or sponsor, social media, creating a website and delivering helpful content. And number 5, I have market in your lifestyle. And this is one that I feel throws a lot of people off because they feel like they have to live a double life because they started a business. And so they turn on the entrepreneur face when they're in front of some people, and they turn on the mommy, daddy, mother, sister, brother face in front of other people. And it doesn't have to be 2 separate people. You can be one. You can market your business completely in your lifestyle, especially if it's something that to your core is your truth. And so I think that's the important part about starting a business, is making sure that you are starting a business that you can really, that is your truth, that you can, that you believe to the core, that you can compete in, that you're using your skills to serve other people, that you are able to solve a problem. Okay, so an example of marketing your business in your lifestyle would be like, for me, I've been an artist all my life, and not just an artist with like a visual artist, but also with writing and with creativity, and just entirely it's just a part of my being. And I also have a innate desire to help people, and especially I feel very strongly about people who have an idea and being able to really manifest that idea into this reality. And so with all of those things paired together, a lot of times I find myself talking to people who maybe they have an idea, they might not have the confidence that the idea can work, they might not have the confidence that they can overcome this specific obstacle that they have. And so it just comes natural to help them process the idea, to help them manifest that idea. And also living out my truth or marketing my business and my lifestyle means that as a marketing person, I market myself, you know? And so you have to find out if your business, if you're in healthcare, then you obviously want to be working towards being healthy yourself. If your business is in finance, then you want to make sure that your finances are like reflective of what you teach. So it's just a part of not being double-minded, not having a duplicity where, okay, in front of people, I am good at finance, but behind people, then I do a completely opposite thing. Or, so market your business and your lifestyle. And then this one kind of goes along with that, and it is represent wherever you go. And so, I mean, I'm not sure how well you know me as a viewer, but some background on me: I was in the military for 9 years, and I separated from the military to help my husband start his business, to help my son in his school. So I homeschooled him for years. And so, as such, when you're in the military, you are assigned to you have to wear a uniform. You wear a uniform when you go work out. You wear a uniform every day. You wear, and your attitude, how you live your lifestyle, there's rules about it. There's rules about public displays of affection. There's rules about, how things that you can wear with the uniform, how to conduct yourself. And so basically, all of these things are representative of a brand. Your conduct, how you treat people, how you drive, do you have road rage? All of these things get associated with your reputation, and your reputation is the foundation of your brand. So when you're representing wherever you go, for me, I like to wear shirts with my business name on it. I like to represent by having pins and custom promo items. That's an area that I specialize in and I feel strongly about. I think that it's a great way to express generosity and to really show people and to represent in your lifestyle. And so that's another way that you can do it. You can represent wherever you go. You can put decals on your car. You can put signs in your yard. You can put, but let me go back. Because I'm not suggesting to be spammy. And there's an excessive way that it can come across that you're just trying to choke people or stuff down their throat, your business. You don't want to do that. It has to come from the heart condition of service. It has to come from where you really, to your core, feel like this is the best thing you can do to help somebody. And you want to be available when they really need you. So similar to like let's say a hospital, when people get sick, they want people to know to come. They have to make it known that they're there and they're available and they can serve them. The same thing you want to do. You want to let people know that you're there to serve them. It's not to be selfish. It's not to be spammy. It's not meant to be the center of attention. It has to come from the heart condition of service. Otherwise, people can see right through it. People are, instead of being magnetized to you, they just run away because they can smell it a mile away. Okay. So make sure that when you are representing your life and when you are marketing wherever you go, that you do it from a true heart condition of service and that you don't dominate conversation. You are trying to be receptive and find people who need the solutions you offer and not just choking everybody with it. Okay, so number 7, tell your circle. The people that you're around, your friends, family, the services that you use, maybe the gyms that you go to, the grocery stores that you go to. Talk to people and let them know what you're doing. And let them know who you help, what situations those people are in. Sometimes when you are talking to the people in your circle, they might be fond of what you're doing or they might not be. They might really dislike what you're doing. But either way, you want them to know when your services are applicable to the community. So, for example, maybe using myself as an example again, as a marketing person, a lot of times people don't necessarily know what does that mean? If you're a marketing person, what exact situations do you help? And so if I just say, yes, I'm a marketing consultant, it's not enough information for them to actually understand what situations I can help people out of. So I have to go further to say, I'm a marketing consultant and I help people when they're struggling to get their business noticed, when they need items for their business, like business cards or shirts or promotional items. I can help people if they don't have a website and they need to get a website up. I can help people in those situations. And so you have to go further and kind of explain different situations where your services might be useful, and then they can understand. So when they hear people with these buzzwords, man, I need a website, then your picture can come in their head. And so that's the idea. When you tell your circle, make sure that they can see how to apply your services into different situations as well. So then number 8, moving on. Number 8, ask for referrals. So asking for referrals is like, maybe there's a person that I've done business for and they enjoyed the service. They thought I did a good job. So then I would follow up with them and I would say, my business is really off of referrals. If you do you know anybody else that needs the service that I offer? And you also want to do the same thing when you tell your circle about the services that you do, the services that you offer, or the products that you sell. You want to talk to your circle and let them know that you're looking for more customers, and ask them if they know anyone else that's in their circle that would need your help. So a good thing about referrals is that it's different than cold traffic. And let me explain cold traffic and warm traffic. Cold traffic is people who have never met you. You have no trust established. They don't know you. And so with cold traffic, it's kind of like, just remember like your first day of school. and you didn't know anybody, and you walk in the room and you're looking around, but you don't know anybody. So you don't think to go to any specific person until you have a connection or a point of commonality where you can see an open door, and then you decide to go and build a relationship. But the people when you have a website and you are driving traffic to your website, and those people are coming from the search engines, they are cold traffic. They don't know you. And so you have to do something to build their trust and to get them to know you. Whereas if you go to, if it's like a friend of yours and they know somebody, then it's already an established rapport. So then you start out, instead of being a brand new person to them, it starts out where they kind of already have a level of established trust based off of their relationship with your common connection. So asking for referrals expedites the process of being able to get to a sale or being able to get to business, because those people already feel like, I kind of know you a little bit because I like this person and they told me about you. So whereas the cold traffic, it's kind of like you might have to answer more questions. You might have to give more background of who you are and where you came from and all these different things just to build the trust up, so they have more of an understanding of your reputation and they're more willing to do business. So ask for referrals because it's really helpful. You can set up a referral program in your business where you pay for referrals. You can set up an affiliate program. Again, the link that I'll enclose below, they talk a lot about affiliate marketing. You can learn from the merchant side and also from the affiliate side how to do that. So I suggest you go into that link so you can learn more and also get the 2 free websites and free internet marketing training. Okay, so moving on, ask for referrals. Number 9, place promo items. So I told you that I love promo items. I have several articles back on www.howtoentrepreneur.org that talk about promo items, how to use them, how to budget for them, when they're useful, what key performance indicators you can influence, how you can grow your business using them, how they compare to other forms of advertising like Google ads, Facebook ads, a lot of different forms of advertising that are getting a lot of hype. Promo items, especially for entrepreneurs that have a smaller budget, it's definitely a great way to go. A lot of people think that online marketing is the holy grail right now because it's new, it's trending. And so the promo items are kind of falling to the wayside. People aren't paying so much attention to it. But promo items really can fit different budgets so well. You can start out with something like business cards and brochures, and you can move up. One thing about promo items also is that you have direct control of promo items. You take the business card, you hand it to who you want. You take the brochure, you hand it to who you want. And so you have direct control of the visibility of your business, how much your business is getting noticed based off of how many contacts you're making. So it's all about how hard you hustle. It's not so much like that with online marketing. And don't get me wrong, I love online marketing. That is another area that I specialize in. But with online marketing, there are algorithms that you can't control. And some people try to make light of Facebook versus Google or Pinterest versus Instagram. But just being all the way honest, it doesn't matter which platform you use to drive the traffic. All of them have their own algorithms, and you can't control that. Google does updates, Facebook does updates, Instagram does updates, Pinterest does updates, Twitter does updates. And you can't control how much visibility you'll have on any of them because it's not run by you. The only thing you can control is the relationships you actually build between you and the customer. And sometimes you can build those using those tools, but the putting your feet on the ground and actually making a connection with somebody face to face, or mailing something out to them, or giving a phone call, or knocking on their door. Those things you have definite control over. You can say, I'm going to contact 100 people today, and you can do it. You can say, I'm going to contact 500 people this week, and you can do it. And it'll all be up to how fast your feet pitter patter on the ground. Whereas with any other method, like with most other methods, you'll find that there's some type of influences. There's some type of factors that you have to consider in addition to your hard work. And this is true with with search engine optimization, for example. If you write a blog post, you can write a blog post every day for the next 100 days, and you really can't guarantee that because you wrote a blog post every day for the next 100 days, that you will definitely have 20,000 visitors to your website. So, whereas you can guarantee that if you decide today that you are going to hand out 20,000 business cards, that you will hit 20,000 people in the next 6 months. You have that much control. And so if you need control, if you need to secure your numbers, if you need to know how much visibility for sure, then you'll definitely get that by handing out the promo items and by hustling. So placing promo items is a whole different thing, because the hustling side of giving out promo items is active. It's not passive at all. And a lot of people want passive income, passive and leveraged work. So the leverage side of promo items comes with your B2B connections, and where you place those items. You can place your business cards in so many different places. You can place pins, you can place shirts, you can place so many different promo items, and you can place them in where your target audience would go. Going back to the example of the finance person who found that the pediatrician is a good B2B connection. The finance person can talk to the pediatrician and say, I know you have lots of customers here. Let me leave some of my business cards here. And anytime you have a person come in set situations, give them one of my business cards and have them give me a call. In that way, that pile of business cards is going to be working in her absence. And so that is the beauty of the promo items, is not only that you have control, but also you can leverage them. You can do it on your website. You can do it live. You can do it with B2B connections and complementary products and services. You can add your business cards, and you could talk to another business owner who has a complementary service. For example, I'm a marketing person, maybe an accountant also has my target audience. So then I can talk to them and say, whenever you do accounting services for this set audience, give them one of my business cards and have them give me a call. Or if you hear people who are having problems with their revenue and they need to get more customers, have them give me a call. So in that way, placing those promo items can cause you to start getting a flow of leads and customers and calls in your absence, and you don't necessarily have to be there. And that's one of the beauties. So place promo items. And last but not least is number 10, network. So networking is going to be another part of your hustle. It's going to be you finding events in your area, you finding opportunities, and going to different events where your target audience will be, and making connections. So we talked about number 1, join groups. Number 2, become a vendor or sponsor. Number 3, social media. Number 4, create a website and deliver helpful content. Number 5, marketing your lifestyle. Number 6, represent wherever you go. Number 7, tell your circle. Number 8, ask for referrals. Number 9, place promo items. Number 10, network. So try all these things and see which one connects with you, see which one works out best for you, and see which one gets your business noticed. I would love to hear how it all works for you. Leave your comments below and let me know how it all works. I would love to give you more ideas if you want to see more videos and you have some ideas for marketing or entrepreneurship or even lifestyle videos that you want to see. Leave those in the comments below. And if you need help starting or scaling your business online, stop by www.howtoentrepreneur.org, and we have articles there. I told you about the free websites, free marketing training. If you need help marketing your business or getting your business noticed, there are marketing services. We have a free audit that you can set up and schedule so we can talk about what you need with your business. And we have promo products that you can go and see at www.howtoentrepreneur.org. The links will be below. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around, and hope to see you soon. Bye.